to share a video, a
Oh yeah,
clip.
yeah. Bring that
Yes.
out.
So,
Is this is
so
this
this
his
is this clip is coming from Tom Bilyeu's podcast, Impact Theory, and he was interviewing Nicole Shanahan just a week ago. Okay,
okay?
we'll watch it a
He
little bit.
was in talks with Trump, that he was in talks with the Harris camp for a potential endorsement to either of them if they could give him, I presume, a spot in one of their cabinets. Is there any truth to it? Would love to hear about that.
Definitely not in talks with Harris. Definitely never have brought up this idea of an endorsement with Harris. Definitely have never brought up a cabinet position with Harris. So those are the MSN just taking something and spinning it in a way that makes, their chosen political group look good. Fake news. With, that being said, we have offered to talk to everybody about what your policies are, who's going to be in your cabinet. Do you want to hear any of our takes on policy and what might work? We've open sourced our platform very proudly. And I will say that Trump has taken genuine, sincere interest in our policies around chronic disease. He takes it seriously. For that reason, I think it behooves us to sit and see if we can actually make some real change. And if that is a unity party, I think that it is something that we absolutely owe to the American public to explore.
What would a unity party look like?
I think it would be on day one making sure that our health, the arm of the government responsible for health, HHS, is directed by someone we can trust, someone without ties to big pharma, someone who understands the foundations of and preconditions of healthy life, somebody who is not going to sell out our children to profiteering.
So I'm gonna stop right here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's
Okay, so I don't know if you know, RFK wrote a book about vaccines.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So go ahead.
Well, yeah, I know that he's been a big voice in that arena,
Yes.
but I don't know the total extent to his involvement. But I know he's been a big voice in that arena, and I know he's had a lot of contention with DNC members over big pharma's involvement in the vaccines and how that whole, and especially with how the whole COVID played out.
Right. And he was
And
very
it's
against. He's very against Fauci at the time. So, so what that clip we just saw. So he is very, think for people and think for how should we not be profiting the big elites, big pharmas, big tech companies, and then free of speech. So all these Kamala Harris campaign don't have, if you notice that, right?
mm-hmm.
And then right before, I believe it's just right before the DNC start, there's a news saying that he might be endorsing or he might be looking for a job, a position in the Democrat Party. Yeah. And then she just confirmed it's a fake news.
Yeah. Well, of course they would spin that. It's trying to keep him keep the impression that he's still a part of the team, or still a part of the team, so that if he does step and go his own way, we can take our time and spin a whole nother story of hurt feelings and disgruntlement.
Yeah.
And it's never been a question about whether or not Kamala Harris has been team player, we know she's a team player. You know what team she's playing for. You know, but my
Yeah,
whole thing has always been, if you're gonna be the president, you gotta be strong, and you gotta be able to speak. You gotta be strong. You gotta be able to show that you're for the people, regardless of what you're doing.
yeah.
Which doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's gonna be round 2 of
So,
Biden.
yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. So that means, from my personal view, which that means nobody's running the show. Someone is running the show behind the
Oh,
scene. If you
somebody's
put,
running the
right,
show, all right.
right. So,
They're gonna be heard of.
so yeah. So if
Somebody's running the show, all right.
RFK Jr. is actually was the inside one of the inside member of that party, and now he
Mm-hmm.
came out and say all those things, you get. I'm sure there's some credibility, right?
Oh
More,
yeah, the DNC
way
is
more than the media's, right?
the DNC is in trouble. The minute I saw the reports that the RFK Jr. endorsed Trump, I was like, "Are you freaking kidding? For real?" Of all the people you could let defect because you don't agree or you just want them out of your hair, that's one you should have done something to keep. At least keep him in your party. I would have been like, no, 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 no. We need to keep that dude right here.
I think they probably underestimate him, right?
Yeah, you know what, and I'm very sure they did, because I've seen people do these things, make these mistakes because they think they're too awesome. They think they know everything. Usually it's because they think they know everything and they're smarter than everybody else. And it's like, you don't understand. If anybody's got a family name that evokes American history, it's RFK Jr. Trump doesn't even come close. Everybody knows for a fact Trump ain't gonna never be his daddy.
Yeah. So
If
if you
if
talk,
Trump's dad, if we were dealing with Trump's dad, it'd be a wrap. It's over. That dude was a monster.
So if we talk about family, imagine if he joins Trump, he gonna RFK gonna get a position, and then he might be able to really solve what's really went down with his dad and his uncle, right?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why why they took steps to push him out, because
They
being
don't
a
want,
Kennedy, they know he would have never sat still for that.
of
He
course not.
would he would have rocked the boat, and
Yeah, and
you know,
everyone suspect the agencies involved. The three-letter agencies,
mm-hmm,
right?
it's the alphabetic soup group.
Even the recently Trump shooting, three-letter agencies still involved.
Yeah, but I think they may have been, they may not have been. I don't know, but that attempt on Trump was that was a circus. That was a clown show circus to me.
So
So I mean, that was like amateur night, open mic night at the Apollo. That was just terrible. Everything was botched, debacle.
yeah, so I believe some online there's a rumor service. I'll call it rumor that they might have tried to do a second attempt, and then now RFK is joining with Trump. Then he, again, he might be need more security to protect himself as well.
Yeah, I would definitely have him beef up more security with with actual capable agents
Yes. Yeah.
who can also develop a relationship with local PD to take care of issues, when he
Hmm.
goes places. But
Right.
yeah, the simple fact that RFK has stepped away from the DNC is, it doesn't matter. It
Mm.
doesn't matter. It will never overshine it will never be diminished by anything the DNC has done or said. The only person worth the damn they had speak that could even come close was Barack Obama at the thing. Everybody else is like, so, I don't care. Bill Clinton, disgrace. Hillary Clinton, well, she showed what she was capable when she ran, and then she showed what she was capable of when she was a senator. And we're not worried. We're not worried about her. Oprah showed up.
Yeah.
Really?
So let's watch this last clip about RFK, and he was he did an announcement, but it's not just like a 5-10 minutes press conference. It's about an hour and a half, right? And news channel, of course, broadcasts, and CNN. CNN broadcast.
He put in a good speech.
Yeah, exactly. CNN was broadcasting, but when RFK is trying to talk about Harris, CNN kind of went to kind of like a commercial kind of thing. Watch this one.
Trump. This was an
They chose
endorsement
that- they chose
of
that opportunity to-
retaking the White
Watch
House
Watch the video
and
first.
using that position to restore the republic to its proper course.
Do you have another clip here, Rob, that you prepared? Which one is this?
This is actually the clip you were just mentioning where he mentions Biden being used throughout the convention. Trump's name.
Let's hear it.
Oh, nothing
Oh my
works
God.
on this acne.
Hi,
Hang on.
Who?
I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology.
Oh.
Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Wow.
Curology.
Okay, I have to reshare. Hang on.
YouTube and their commercials.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk a little bit.
Skincare with a face.
Okay, I got it.
Instead of showing us her substance and character, the DNC and its media organs engineered a surge of popularity for Vice President Harris based upon, well, nothing. No policies, no interviews, no debates, only smoke and mirrors and balloons in a highly produced Chicago circus. There in Chicago, a string of Democratic speakers mentioned Donald Trump 147 times just on the first day. Who needs a policy when you have Trump to hate? In contrast, at the RNC convention, President Biden was mentioned only twice in 4 days.
That's crazy.
I do interviews every day. Instead of showing us her.
And that's 147 on the first day. Combined total.
Yeah, it's sad. He's absolutely right. They're running on nothing. They've not made any positions.
I'm sorry, the video is still playing. What were you saying? Can you repeat that one more time?
Oh no, he's absolutely right. They're running on nothing. They've made no positions. I haven't been an avid viewer the whole time. I've just been getting pings of certain announcements from TikTok and Instagram, and it's a vapid vacuum. They're running on nothing except for hopes and feelings. Hopes and feelings.
Feelings, emotions, victimize, and I'm gonna add this on top of it. Tax the rich. So,
which is once again, they're just going right back to hopes and feelings.